Hi there. I've been asked to come today and share my experience as to how I became a professional speaker. Where did I get my start? And it actually started 4 years ago with a gift that someone gave me, the gift of personal transformation. It was a personal transformation course that my brother-in-law went to after retiring as an executive vice president of Eli Lilly. And having been at the top of the ladder and having to, do some really hard stuff, it was time for him to integrate into the more softer community, if you will. So he went to this and had a major life-transforming experience. And because of his experience, making that gift better, he then passed it along to his ex-wife, who happens to be my sister. She then had her experience and passed it along to me. And I did not know what personal transformation was, other than all my life I've been trying to get past this inner feeling of half of me knows I'm good and the other half of me is like still living all the crap that the limiting beliefs, if you will, that was instilled into me as a child. And it was as though I were two different people inside one body. And so I trusted that my sister knew what she was talking about. She lived in the same stuff, so she knew where we were headed. So I did go to that class and had the experience of change. And when they say change can happen in a second, I have experienced that within the last 4 years. And the experience I had at Beyond Your Best was when the facilitator was up there and he started talking about the experience of cause and effect. And if you don't know what that is, cause are people who are responsible, who make choices and decisions, who go into action and make things happen. They are responsible for everything that happens in their life. And I'm like, I'm that. That's me. Keep talking, dude. I'm one. And then he starts talking about the other side of the equation, effect. And it's people who are blamers, have excuses for why nothing works in their life. And then he comes to the thing about victim. And it's like he's putting all the negative, nasty stuff to this word victim. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a victim, but not that way. And he just made it so ugly. He says, you want to be responsible for everything that happens in your life. And I said, wait a minute, that is bullshit. And I stood up in front of a class of 99 people and said that because one of the things that victims do is they're reactive. And he caught me like, you know what, and showed me how I am a victim. I said, Jim, you cannot tell me that I am responsible for the abuse at the hand of my father at the age of 4. I will not accept that. He said, Glenda, do you have a vision for your life? I said, yes, Jim, I do. What is it? I said, it's to stop the cycle of abuse that's running rampant, not only in our family, but throughout the world. He says, so what's that going to get you? I said, freedom. He said, okay, what if, now you're a Christian, are you not? I said, yes, I am. So you know God? I said, yes, I do. And he got me where the soft spot is. Got me to calm down and go to that place. He said, what if God knew you before you were born? I said, Jim, he did. He does. He knows all of us before we were born. He said, so what if, in order for you to be able to fulfill that vision, he knew you had to be born into that family. And in an instant, I went from effect to cause. And then another gift was given to me. Thank you, Michael. He showed me a gentleman by the name of Steve Linder. I had been to 4 different practitioner courses and master practitioner courses, and I still felt that emptiness within inside. I still had those parts. But with Steve Linder, he gave me the gift of knowing that I've got this internal dialogue going on inside my head. Still all the tapes, the negative tapes running through my head. I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, you're not perfect. What do I have to offer? He helped me through a lot. He helped me to find some inner peace. And then finally, I found the gift through Steve Linder because he's a graduate of Joe Williams' course, Professional Academy of Speakers, the Speakers Academy for Professionals. I apologize. And I went to that class. Now, mind you, in all the previous courses that I'd been to, I got to speak one time in front of a live audience. I stood up and started bawling. I couldn't even get the first word out. Couldn't even get the first word out. And within 3 days' time, going to Joe Williams' class, I received more gifts than I can even tell you right now. The first gift I received was the best friend that I never ever had. His name is Tom Williams. He was the best friend I never had because though I had plenty of friends in my life, none of them told me what I really needed to hear. Tom told me the good, the bad, and the ugly. He wasn't going to take any of my crap. He told me, I'm an adult now. Grow up. Step into who you are. I'm not going to put up with this anymore, Glenda. Now get up there and show us what you've got. And then on day 3, Joe did a special process. And he even presented it, prefaced it with, you know, I've only done this twice in the 9 years that I've worked as a professional trainer, doing these kind of courses. And in my head, I'm going, man, he must specially design these courses for his audience. How awesome is that? And so we're going through the process, and it's a process of big mind where you talk to your inner voices inside. And I'm going through it. I've read it. I've got the books. I've got the DVDs. I've done the material, but I didn't get to have the experience. And we're sitting there, and I'm going through all the voices, and then he brings up the voice of the non-seeker. What's a non-seeker? I've been seeking all my life. I thought that was our purpose. So I just sat back. I'm like, can't do it. But he had such visual acuity, and I truly feel that he made that special voice because he knew that's what I needed. And I sat there because even though I was shut down, knowing that I didn't have that inner voice, that place that I never gave any attention to, though that's what I was looking for all my life, he said, it's the place that you just be, that place of stillness. And all of a sudden, I went there. I got to experience that voice for the first time in my life. It was like all of a sudden it came together and united me as one, the one whole person that I am. But it didn't stop there because afterwards we got to share with our partner what it did, what gift that was. Thomas Richter from Germany, he was my partner. God blessed me to have you as my partner because he asked me one question. He said, Glenda, what did that inner voice tell you? I said, that I matter. And all of a sudden, it came together. I matter and I have my freedom. Thank you, Joe Williams. Thank you.